So, from one rainbow to another, from H to X, legendary to legendary, episode to episode, I welcome you all to the final episode of the Dynamax Adventures single run series. It's me, Nath Cinderace, as always, and I just want to say thanks for everything. Thank you for watching the series. Thank you for enjoying my content. Thank you for just watching me fail all the time. And in one case get a shiny, but that's our only one so far. And above all else, just thank you for choosing to watch this content. It really does mean a lot to me. I really appreciate it. And yeah, with this being the final episode, before I begin, there are a couple of rules I'm going to set into place here. First things first, this is a special episode. It's going to be 4 Dynamax adventures in total. 2 in Sword, 2 in Shield. A quadruple Dynamax adventures. A Dynamax Adventures quadruple run series, if you will, without the series. It's just the last episode. So, with that out of the way, we also have, we're going to do this with NPCs. Yep, I have spent most of the series complaining about them, and for a couple of episodes I actually did play with them. But we're going to do it again today. 4 Dynamax Adventures, all of them with NPCs. So, to start with, we're going to be doing Shield first. Our first 2 in Shield, and then we'll switch over to Sword, where most of our legendaries were found. And we're going to see what we can find, whether it's an old legendary or not. Also, I'm not going to choose these legendaries that we face. Anything is fine. Anything. Doesn't matter. I could play Sword and I'd find Ho-Oh, for example. That's fine. If I don't, I've already got a shiny Ho-Oh, so if I find one, then I'll only have a 1 in 75 chance of getting a shiny that I want out of the 3. So it's just really luck of the draw. To be honest, I really just want another chance to fight Groudon. That one was a nightmare. But it's not for me to decide, it's up to the game. Although Groudon won't be in Shield, of course. It's a Sword exclusive, so without further ado, let's begin today's episode. And I really do hope you're still enjoying the whole series as a whole. Great job. Yeah, if you are, then please drop a like, drop a comment down below. Check out the unique bio for this episode. And there's a playlist with all the episodes, including this one. There is no next time, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's not going to be as, I don't know, it won't be similar to the rest in a sense. But we'll see. We'll take it one step at a time. Oh, and that's the last thing I've been meaning to say. With every Dynamax adventure we do, I will not look at the Pokemon. So basically, for this adventure, I will look at the first 3 battles, and then the last one will be a mystery. So I won't know what legendary, what type, anything. I will not know what that last Pokemon is until I face it, blind. But it gets worse. In my next one, the second one, I will look at the first 2 types, then the 3rd battle and the legendary, I'm not going to look at. And so basically, on the 3rd one, I will look at only the first Pokemon, the rest of them I won't look at. And in the final one, I'll only look at the Pokemon we get to select. This adds a bit of tension to it where I don't know what will be good. Sigilif could be great against the legendary now. I don't know. I could switch for something I feel would do better, but it could be the wrong move. It could be the best move. I don't know. I'm not going to know. That's the challenge. I know you obviously don't know the legendary as it is, but there are certain legendaries who will you do know, like poison. It's going to be just Nihilego, bugger fighting. It's going to be Blacephalon and Pheromosa. Rock, Nihilego, or Stakataka. Stuff like that, basically. I'm not going to look at the type. The type will basically give away what Pokemon I'm more or less looking for. So, for the challenge, each time we do an adventure, this will become progressively harder for me to make decisions. It wouldn't be a finale if there weren't any risks. Now, with the rules out of the way, I am more or less just going to enjoy my time, trying my best to win each battle to the best of our abilities. And it looks like we're pretty much... This one won't be too hard. Lely's not bad. I mean, it does have 80 for all its stats. But even at that, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, done, first battle, not bad. So, this isn't a rule. I'm going to break down how I feel about this series in 4 different parts. The execution, the legendaries, the shiny, or shinies depending, and the conclusion. So, for this first one, I'm going to talk about the execution. Now, for every episode I've done, to pick the episodes, I more or less went on everything is fine. There was no particular order, no intentional order. I know the first few episodes might seem coincidental, how we've had 3 fire types and 2 flying types in the first 4 episodes, but for the most part, the game chooses what I face in what episode, unless I already have them shiny. Unless I have them shiny. So, I more or less made this a little bit more kind of in the dark. Except there were some episodes where I basically had previews for the next episodes, but even so, they were still random. I still never chose which ones I wanted to do. All I did was press anything is fine. If I haven't caught it shiny, that's our next episode, basically. And the ones I did catch and sort, as you know, those episodes are on Shield instead, so that I had the chance of catching any legendary shiny, regardless of if I have them or not. So, case in point, it was a random adventure each time. Now, I have the shiny charm, but bear in mind it's still 1 in 100 chance of finding a shiny. Those are fantastic odds. Not perfect odds though, but fantastic. So, yes, we have not got as many shinies as I'd like, but a lot of the finding legendaries and grinding other legendaries we've done, I did get shinies off camera, which I know isn't the best. It's better if you saw them, but at least we got one on camera. We got one, which I'm even happy we got one on the series. It's not about if we get a shiny or not, although that is the big premise. It's just about enjoying the series, whether it's me playing it or you watching it. Because I had a blast doing this series. I didn't care if I didn't get any shinies. It would have been nice to get one, which I did, but I was just more about getting back into the feel of things, getting back to doing YouTube videos, because I used to do them years ago, and this is the first series which I got back into doing them. So it was very important. This series more or less kicked off me coming back on to doing the videos, because I've been wanting to do videos for a long time. I did them before, but with technical limitations, I never seen through it for a while. But as I thought about doing it again, go with you. As I picked up the idea again, I learned some things like doing the thumbnails or editing videos, basically. So I'm glad I came back to it when I did, and I'm also glad that I have the resources I need enough to make these episodes, make them look better than the ones I used to make, because the ones I used to make was just a phone, but with this one there's the proper equipment. So I am very glad I finally got the stuff I needed to make better videos, and I'm glad I went back onto it, because yeah, it is fun making these videos, and I'm looking forward to doing other things in the future. So yeah, I am really happy that we have reached the finale, but I'm sad at the same time, more because, well, it's the first series I've done in a long time. And even then, the first series I done was only 9 episodes long. And wasn't the best, if I'm honest. I want to revisit that series and do a better job at it. I do, but I have other things I want to focus on first, before I do that. So we'll take it one step at a time. Finish this series, because we've already finished a series, but it's a mini series. Then we'll move on to our next project, which, yeah, I'll talk about it now. I was going to talk about it later on, but I'll do it now. The next series I plan on doing is Scarlet and Violet. Now, I know I said I wanted to do Sword and Shield, but with Scarlet and Violet, they're just, with their newest DLC coming out and the one that's already released, I really want to do the videos on those. With the Indigo Disc, what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to do a playthrough on that straight away, for 2 reasons. One, I want to do the series, and that includes Teal Mask first. I'll switch for Hypnosis. Okay, I'll continue this in a moment. I'm going to cover my eyes, close them too, and I'm going to guess the legendary. It doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong, it won't change the fact that I'm either at a disadvantage or at an advantage. Zekrom? Oh no, Giratina. Okay. Yeah, some of the cries are easy. Like, some of the legendaries are easy. I picked Noctil for Hypnosis, but I can Dynamax. They won't, so oh well. Some of them are easy, some of them not so much. But whatever. Anyways, yeah, I want to do Scarlet and Violet. I'm going to play through the story, the main story. Then I'm going to do Teal Mask, of course. Get all that done. And then I'll do Teal Mask. And hopefully by that point, I'll have already played through the Teal Mask. Because I want to play it for myself first. Get the full experience before doing videos on it, really. I mean, you only experience the new things first, like once. So I really just want to take the Indigo Disc at my own time, uncover most of what it's already got, and then once I reach that part in my videos, I'll do it. I will. But for the time being, pardon me, for the time being, I'm going to finish this series, start Scarlet and Violet 2 days after this one airs, it uploads, and see where I go from there. Because I don't want to rush into it straight away. I want to do one big series at a time. I'll do my side videos like Pokemon Showdown or anything else as well, but Scarlet and Violet's going to be the big one. And I plan on looking into other things to get other playthroughs done, maybe X and Y, Auras, BDSP, stuff like that. But I don't want to overwhelm myself and just do one series at a time. So yeah, that's my upcoming project, and also my thought how I conducted this series. I hope I didn't bore you with all the details. Although, to be fair, that we're in for the long haul when it comes to this video, or it could be shorter. I don't know. Depends. We have 2 substitutes. Nice. Nice. What isn't nice though is that I don't have any more attacks. I can't fight anymore. Dubwool only has one move, it's not very effective. Glalie has to do the work. All I can do is support. Use Hypnosis, use Reflect. That's all I can do. And that sucks. That does, it really sucks. That is not fun, but we'll try. I've been in a situation like this before where it's not looking great for me. Well, at least we got Linoon that will also do super effective stab moves, but we'll see how this turns out. Anyways, we're going to miss Hypnosis, you know, I mean, it's fine, we're just gonna miss one of the most important moves in our roster here. Why can't Noctowl use any other moves that are effective against ghost types? Speaking of which, if I look back on this, find out it's a ghost type, I'm going to cry. Because I covered my eyes, I closed my eyes to make sure I never seen it all. I chose Noctowl for the fact that it has Hypnosis and Reflect. Yeah, so this is what I mean. I don't know how well I will fare against the boss, the legendary. But there we go, sleeping. All we can do is support the team now. There's nothing else I can do, which is kind of a shame. I just used Hypnosis. Ooh, nice. Okay. Still haven't done half health. We more or less have, but it's not ordered yet. There. Try using Dragon Claw, Shadow Force, Ancient Power, and anything else physical now. Oh yeah, Ancient Powers. Is it physical or is it special? Not a clue. I forgot. Okay, had it not been for Reflect, Noctowl would be done. Come to think of it, so would have Glalie actually in that last attack. I don't know if we're gonna win this. I honestly don't think we will, but it's okay because we still have 3 other tries. And if we do get a shiny here, then it's not on our loss. Oh, Glalie. It's not going to matter much when Noctow's about to go down. Noctowl decides this is not the time to go down. I can't do anything else. Oh, come on. That is not fair. That is just rude. At this rate, we're going to get blown out the dungeon, the cave, whatever. Ah, darn. Yeah, ghost types aren't always fun. I feel like that lightning should have done more damage, but what do I know? Okay, let's see. Nope. Nope. No. Okay, not in our first one, but we still have 3 more. 3 more chances. 3 more. Well, 9 more chances. I am not going to switch notes. We are going to try again. We're not. This is. Whoops. That's gonna ruin the challenge if I try. Besides, I'm offline so that I don't accidentally find a lobby. Okay, so for this one, I will look only at the first 2, not the third one, and not the type of legendary. We'll come to the point where you'll either scream at the screen that I'm doing fine or scream that I am doing horribly. Okay. I can't see the legendary. There. That's the sound of me being able to pick. 1 more in shield, and that is us. Did I say that? I think the next one was the Pokemon, actually. Okay, let's talk about the Pokemon. So, the Pokemon of the Dynamax adventures are varied, although some of them missed opportunities, not just for the types of Pokemon that we find, but also the movesets. Take Noctowl, for instance. Why echoed voice? You should have given it like Psychic or something. At least could have done more with that. And yeah, I'm gonna step away from that salty attitude. Some Pokemon I feel should be here. Scizor. I personally think Scizor would have been prime candidate here. We've got Slowking, that's a trade evolution from Johto. But we've got Scyther. We should have had Scizor. I feel like Scizor would have been perfect here. It just, pardon me. I just feel like Scizor should have been here actually. I think it would have been cool going on to Twitter or whatever and seeing people saying that they got a shiny Scizor from the Dynamax adventures. That would have been fun to see and fun to get one of my own if I were ever that lucky. I mean, excuse me. I mean, that's pretty much it really. It's just some of the Pokemon could have been swapped. It's weird that Alolan aren't here either. Oh, to be fair, you do get one of them with their hidden abilities after the Diglett mini quest, side quest in the Isle of Armor, so I suppose you got that, but do you know what would have been great? If you could have gotten a 1% chance, for example, in here to get something like a Poipo, for example. I know you can get a Poipo in here, but just imagine that getting a Poipo or a mythical perhaps. 1% chance. Not as the boss, but just here in the adventures. Just you see a poison type and then you just see its Poipo. Take it out, use it against the legendary. There you go. 1 in 100 chance of it being shiny. That would be something. Although you already get Poipo and Cosmog. But what about Meltan also? If there were a Meltan here too. I know the premise of Meltan is Pokemon Go. But and then to be fair, you wouldn't be able to evolve it, so it might be Melmetal instead. I don't know. There should have been a secret Pokemon or two here in the Dynamax adventures that are more harder to find and harder to shiny hunt. They're hard to find and harder to shiny hunt. Perhaps that's just me grasping on the straws on a limited Pokemon adventure, but at the same time, there should be stuff like that, hidden things that make it more worthwhile going in and finding certain things. I mean, you've got the Zygarde. Zygarde is hard enough as it is, but getting a shiny one, good luck. I was lucky. It only took me a few years to get Zygarde. Yep, years. Mind you, I didn't hunt it all the time. It's just, yeah, Zygarde's Zygarde. Going on to more about the Pokemon, I have reviewed most of the Pokemon here. There are some that I didn't do in failed recordings, but there's just so many I genuinely don't know if I've done or not, and it's just I don't know how many I've done, how many I've got to do. I didn't number them, I just wrote them in a notepad, 5 pages long, including legendaries. There's like well over 100 in there, and I don't even know how many Pokemon are here, so yeah. I have done lots of Pokemon reviews here. I don't know if you enjoy them or not, but it fills in the extra dialogue. Having said that, we're done with Kingler. I should have been speaking about Kingler also. I mentioned this in a previous video, but I'm going to bring it up now. Why do all the Pokemon are here not have a Gigantamax form when they're supposed to? Take I had an example. Okay. I had an example, but I'm gonna wait because I need to pick a route. Go for this one. I want to say Pyukumuku, but I don't know. Is that end part I recognize? Is it Pyukumuku? Oh, it is! Oh, cool! I like Pyukumuku. Cool, it's Pyukumuku. It's not going to do much here, but hey, it's still Pyukumuku. Don't diss Pyukumuku. I used one of my original Moon team. That little Pyukumuku went far. It really did. It is one of the slowest Pokemon ever, tied with Munchlax and I can't remember. There was at least 3 Pokemon that had a base speed stat of 5. Pyukumuku was one of them, along with Munchlax and I don't really know actually. But hey, we've got Pyukumuku. Okay. So, not all the Pokemon here who Gigantamax can Gigantamax. There was examples in my head and I forgot about them for the life of me. I mentioned this before as well. There's so many Pokemon. It's not Truxtricity, not Alcremie, Butterfree, Kingler. The champ's not in this. Where do you go now? God me. Ah! Dreadnought. I just remembered now. Dreadnought can't Gigantamax here. It's just a Dynamax. Why? Why is that? What's wrong with Dreadnought? It's shiny is... I really don't like shiny Dreadnought, but apart from that, what's wrong with it? Why can't it Gigantamax, but all the other ones that can? I don't know. It's just bizarre. Just like how this Pyukumuku has a terrific defense stats actually. Yeah, Pyukumuku is known for its good defense stats. It's like Wobbuffet. It can attack on its own. It can use stuff like counter and stuff. Not counter, toxic. But you need counter to actually deal damage, proper damage. And even then, it's situational. You've got to be careful about when you use it. But I digress. Oh, I was gonna say, why did I do more damage with a stat drop? But it was a crit. There we go. Innards out. Thank you. And we are done. Pyukumuku. That was number 3, wasn't it? Pink Urchin Kingler Pyukumuku. Okay. Number 3. I am not going to switch because Marowak is good. Although, like I said, you're probably screaming at me if I've made the wrong choice. But what's a challenge if I am just going to look at them again? It's the finale. I want to do something different. Okay. My eyes are covered, my eyes are closed. The only thing I hear is my thoughts. And also what's about to come. Why does that sound so much like Cofagrigus? I know it's not, but it sounds like Cofagrigus. Is it Tapu Koko? Hey, nice! It's Tapu Koko! I'm good with my Alolan Pokemon if I'm honest. Wow, it's Tapu Koko! Oh, someone brought Pyukumuku. This is gonna be fun. Electric, water, electric. Now that is both a coincidence and very unideal. Yikes. Yikes, wow. That damage from an ability. Now Tapu Koko is interesting. The last time we fought Tapu Koko, we got a shiny out of it. Not Tapu Koko, unfortunately, but we got a shiny in that episode with Tapu Koko. So let's see what this one brings. Mind you, it's the one in Sword, so we don't know how this one's gonna feel. I just realised we have 3 water types. No, 2 water types. I don't know why I'm thinking we have 2 Pyukumuku. We can't have 2 of the same unless they're different forms. Let's just hope for the best. That's a good hit. And our defense is going up. I think for the sake of Kingler, we're going to use Phantasm. It's still stab. It's stab. It's strong, and this will help Kingler. Unless Kingler's going to keep doing that, which isn't a bad idea, but at the same time I don't know if this Tapu Koko has any multi opponent attacks. So, ow! Just hurt my leg there. Okay, poison. It's damage. Attack. Accuracy again? So that's our Dynamax up. Okay, so I really want to use Flare Blitz, but if I use it, it's going to be... It's very dangerous, is what I'm trying to say. It's a very costly move, high risk, high reward. Oh yeah, I forgot Shadow Bone can do that. 2 Pokemon avoided it. Oh no, Marrow! Oh well. At least now I can at least call to trainers. Uh-oh. That helps. That does help actually. Twofold. I just hope Tapu Koko lets us keep this. If that Kingler hits now, we should be in a better position. Attack! Come on, please let Kingler attack. Thank you, Kingler. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, Kingler. Now that is what I call setting up. That was such a good call. Quite literally a good call. Let's see what we get. Yep, we've caught Tapu Koko. And we have... No. Okay, nothing in shield, but that's okay, because what we're going to do now is we're going to pretty much keep ourselves here. Save it. I know it's already been saved, but I like to double check. I will see you guys in a moment on Sword. So see you in a moment. And we are here. We are back in Sword. It has been a while, hasn't it? We haven't been here since the Zygarde episode, which was pre-recorded, so in a way we haven't done this since... Oh, what was the episode before Zygarde? I can't even remember. Whatever. On to our next adventure. Adventure number 3. So, for this one, I will only look at the Pokemon we are given and the first opponent. Now, I'm going to pick Basculin. So I really like the moveset that it's rocking. Right, I'm going to look here because it goes by fast. You're one of 17 types. Pardon me. I want you. See, if that was a blind one, I wouldn't have been able to think of what that could have been. Now, we're just going to get through this battle and pretty much just try our best not to lose. And it's already been 40 minutes. Hey. It'll be slightly shorter once I edit the video so that it's still going to be 40 minutes regardless anyways, but hey. Attack Phil, that's a good start. Okay, next time we use that will be stronger, although I need to watch out. I don't want to... Oh, actually, come to think of it, if Sandaconda... Hey, there we go! If Sandaconda was attacked, it would ruin the plan. Nice one. Oh, my bike's falling. Okay, so while we're on this, let's talk about our third topic, the legendaries themselves. The 47 legendary Pokemon, stroke Ultra Beasts, who have stood in our way throughout the entire series. I'm not going to talk about any of them specifically, with a couple of exceptions, but it's a general feel of the whole thing. But the legendaries, I am really happy that Sword and Shield brought out a feature where you could not only find previous legendaries in one area, but being all the ones up till now, besides Sword and Shield, some of which haven't been available shiny before until now, like Solgaleo, Lunala, the Ultra Beasts. Well, I say the Ultra Beasts, I mean Blacephalon and Stakataka, and I think Necrozma. I don't know if Necrozma can be shiny. I don't think so. But this was a fantastic idea, and the best part was that the odds, 1 in 100, or 1 in 300 if you don't have the shiny charm. That was something that really got the fan base playing this when it came out, myself included. And I'm interested to know, what was your first shiny legendary? Or shiny for that matter. For me, I think my first one was... I think it was a Claydol for my first ever one here, but my first legendary I got here, shiny, was Nihilego. And boy, did I have quite a reaction. So yeah, it was really good to get all these legendaries, especially when they introduced some of them before, mythicals really. And then they just come out with, here's some legendaries in the one place with good shiny odds. And not just for the legendaries, but for every Pokemon here. So that was definitely something for people like myself who are in particular doing living decks. It helps. Trust me, it really helps, and that was a good idea. Now, I don't know. Go for this one. Now, what is this? Malamar. Oh no, it's Clang. It's Clang. I don't know why I thought Malamar. Malamar has a strange cry. Okay. That could be the worst decision, it could be the best. Mind you, super effective, so why not? Okay, the way that that Clang was paralysed and then quickly attacked reminds me of those confusion animations where it says the Pokemon's confused and then they attack. That's what that reminded me of. Okay, see, let's see. Well, it's not as impactful as Kinglor's, but hey, I'll take it. We'll take it. The Kling Kling has to take it. But I really didn't want that. That's not gonna help. That's gonna harm us. 3 of us. I am not going to Dynamax. There's no point. All we do is just attack with our best moves and move on. There we go. Another one down. Another attack down, I think. I don't know. Okay, another one down. We are finished with this battle. 2 more and then we have 1 more adventure. So technically we only have 6 more adventures, 6 more battles in the series. Going back to the legendaries actually, I should have really continued that topic. For the most part, they weren't too bad. There were a couple of difficult battles, some were really easy, and then you get the odd ones that defeat us. Or in Groudon's case, decided it wanted to beat us twice. Whatever could this one be? I have not a clue. Use, mate. I don't. It is Hitmontop. That's an easy one. That was an easy one. Yeah, that doesn't help if 3 of us are physical attackers. I don't know about Clang, I think it's special, but even so, that's just rude. Now, if I get this defense drop, it's pretty much like a stalemate. Which... yeah, uh-oh. Good job, Drodigan, although this hail might pretty much undo what happened there. I miss Hitmontop when it spins on its head. I said this before, but yeah. Right, Groudon was a nightmare. I really like Groudon, but the problem is it took me out twice, and that was just such an episode. Such a shame. I know Dialga took us down. I think Lunala either did or it was a very close battle. I like the close battles because it feels like it's not too easy or too hard. It feels like how a battle like this should be. Those are my favourite battles, the ones that are just, you don't know who's going to win until it's over. That was not necessary. You could have done anything, but that was the one thing I didn't want you to do. Well, at least I get to cheer them on. Oh, wait a minute, you survived! Drodigan! I mean, that's only good for the other 2, but not you, Drodigan. You have to pull a pretty cool trick out of your dragon sleeves if we're going to win this without you dying or fainting. This is very stressful for me. Sitting here and watching this, it is stressful. To be fair, Drodigan did do well. Not just in this battle, but in the other ones. And I'm back. I'm actually going to take this Hitmontop Intimidate in case we fight a physical Pokemon. Granted that Sandaconda trainer should take Hitmontop, but there's a good chance they're not going to. So I'm going to take it just in case, and I don't think they decide until I decide. Hitmontop was caught again. Okay. No peeking. Oh, it's items. Okay, what have I got? I've got Hitmontop, so I'll go for Muscle Band. Yeah, I am not going to not look at the items because, frankly, I want the best possible odds. If it's a scientist, I'll not look if I choose to switch and see what I get. I don't know. Entei? Oh, it's Moltres! Oh! 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 Oh no. I don't know if I made the right decision. Yeah, the audio just the footage just kind of went glitchy there, or laggy there. I just hope that didn't affect the video. If it did, I'm truly terribly sorry. This is more for Ruddigan than anyone else. I honestly don't know if Moltres has any physical moves, but if it does, then personally I am glad that I chose to switch. Pardon me. The only thing I can do is this. But, you know, the other thing we could do is miss, but, you know, anything for an unintentional rhyme. Now, legendaries. The Kanto ones I was so excited about doing. I'm a Gen 1 nostalgic person. Yeah, but I'm not so sure anymore. Johto, yes, but not as much. Hoenn, it's my favourite region, so I was so happy to do those episodes. Sinnoh, yeah, kind of. It was just really Dialga, really. Gen 5, again, was just kind of there, although Reshiram and Zekrom I was excited about. Gen 6, yes, it feels like they're the toughest ones to face out of them all. And Gen 7, yeah, I was pretty excited about most of them. I think it goes without saying, but the region I was most excited for, legendary wise, was definitely Hoenn. All of those legendaries are practically in my top 10, and that includes the Reggies. I love the Hoenn region. It's just such a good region. Is this a defeat? It certainly is. That's okay, we tried. We did try, it's okay guys. Okay, but let's see what we get though. Nope. Nope. No, come on! Where's the next shiny? Come on, it's not like we're asking for much. Where's the 1 in 100 odds? After that performance, I'm certainly not taking Moltres. Okay, final one of the series. Let's see how we do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final adventure of the final episode. Let's hope we can do well. I'm going to pick Slowking because Slowking's a tank. And we have a fair selection of Pokemon. I'm not going to look at any of these at all. I'm going to say the final Pokemon is... No, I'm not even going to say that. I don't want to guess, because even if I'm right, it could have a dual type. It could be dual type. So I don't want to pick wrong. Awesome, easily. Awesome. Gens 1 and 2, they're easy-ish. There's the odd ones here and there that are not as easy. But yeah, Gens 1 and 2, they're not too bad when it comes to the cries. It's almost as if it's Pokemon the movie 2000. Tracy's Scyther, the Bill Awesome doing their little dance, Slowking talking about the Chosen One. Yeah, you can tell I'm very nostalgic here. It is like the movie 2000. Oh, I love that movie, and I love Pikachu's Rescue Mission. I think it's called Rescue Mission. Pikachu's Rescue. I've got the theme in my head for that short episodes. The real nostalgic people know exactly what I mean, but if you don't know, it's just more or less one of those mini episodes before the main feature, like Pikachu's Vacation, Pikachu and Pichu, Camp Pikachu, stuff like that. Gotta Dance, Pikachu, I think it's called, or just Pikachu's Camp or something. No, Camp Pikachu, I was right. But got Pikachu's like Gotta Dance or something. But yes, I'm pretty sure it's called Pikachu's Rescue. I know exactly what I'm talking about, and it's I really enjoy that. I miss it so much. It's so nostalgic. I'm getting so excited just thinking about it, because it's just such a... It played a big role in my childhood, that little episode. So seeing those three Pokemon together, memory unlocked, kind of. Okay, before I go on any further, we're going to basically, for this part, we're going to talk about how the series as a whole went. The legendaries, the Pokemon, shinies, all of that. Talonflame? Oh no, Halucha. Yeah, okay. The series as a whole, how did it go? There are parts that I am happy with, and parts that I am not so happy about. We'll go with the happy stuff first. That I finished the series. I'm really happy I managed to complete this series at last. It's just, this is my first series coming back to doing YouTube videos, and personally I am just really happy that I managed to follow through with it to the very end, instead of cutting halfway like the last one, if you can even call it halfway. Not the Arceus one, I mean like the old Pokemon Stadium let's playthrough that I done like back in 2014. But yeah, I'm really glad that I finally finished a full series. You know, I'm on to bigger and grander things. Dynamax Adventures might come back again as a series 2, perhaps. I don't know. I this might be a one-trick pony. I'm not, or should I say one-trick ponyta? But I really don't know. That was a quick battle, a very quick battle actually. But yeah, I am really happy with how it's turned out. The thumbnails, yes, they're simplistic with it being a screenshot of each legendary in Pokemon Camp, but honestly, I'm really happy with how those all turned out. Not all the Pokemon were just static, they were all happy or sad or annoyed, doing poses, flying about, stomping, doing whatever it was they wanted to do when I got a photo of them. And also just adding some bit more, having a bit more personality to them by just adding little text sometimes or having their bios different and the next times. Yeah, being someone who loves next time trailers and different shows, I wanted to incorporate that in a series like this. I spoke over it. I don't know, Togetic. Oh, I don't know, I don't know in my head. Yeah, I need to shut up whenever I'm about to enter battle. But yeah, I'm just glad this series has turned out so well. It's not my greatest series, although it kind of is. It's the only one I've finished, not counting the mini-series. But even so, it's still a series which, for my first attempt of coming back to the channel, I'm really proud of how it's turned out. The episodes, the just stuff I've done on it and in between, I'm just really happy with how this is all turning out. And with it being my first series back, there are going to be some there will be some issues which I'll address in a moment, but it's still my series that I've done, which for my first attempt I think it's turned out pretty well. That being said, we'll talk about the bad things now. Just a small couple, we'll go with the couple of nitpicks, like I didn't get as many shinies as I was hoping for. Some of the legendaries made me do it more than once. Yeah. Also, sometimes I never stuck with the deadline, but that was only when there was less legendaries to find. So I was strapped for time to do those. So sometimes didn't always come out within 2 days. But I did try and do other things too to make up for it. So yeah, I did try to resolve that with another video, or just try to upload again soon after, just to try and keep it at a steady pace, not finishing too quickly, not taking forever, although this is taking a few months. So what is this now? Is it another? Is it signed? Nope, it's items. I'll go with muscle band for razor shell. And ice punch, come to think of it. So what's our last Pokemon in this playthrough? Series, sorry. It is Cresselia. Hey! I recognise the start. And the only reason I do is because I really like Cresselia's cry. Especially in Diamond and Pearl. When it came out first, I really liked its cry. It's one of my favourite ones. Okay, so another thing about the series is, yes, sometimes it was a bit harder to make bios. So I tried, make them all unique. I like to put down references here and there, just so I can, so that people who haven't watched the series, or rather just discovering it, know that I get Pokemon references. I love them. I've been a Pokemon fan for many years, well over 2 decades. So yeah, I have my fair share of references for the shows, the games, anything. Not so much the manga, unfortunately, although I do own a couple of manga. But yeah. Anyway, another thing that I should have mentioned was the yeah, did I say reviews? Yeah. Some of them were positive, some of them were negative, some of them were meh. But you know what? The reviews were basically my opinions on the Pokemon. They don't really. That's not what everyone thinks. Basically, yous have your opinions on certain Pokemon, and I have mine. It's perfectly understandable. And to be honest, that's what I really like about Pokemon. It's like not everyone will share the same opinion as you for your favourite Pokemon. Like, Cinderace is my favourite Pokemon. It's not everyone's favourite. There's a lot of people out there who really like Cinderace, and there's a lot of people who don't like it. It's fine. It's honestly fine. It's just everyone has their favourite Pokemon, and everyone has Pokemon they don't like. My reviews are just basically what I think of them, and it's just my opinion. I respect your opinions of what you think of Pokemon, but with mine, I'm just really wanting to talk about certain Pokemon that I face, make it a bit more engaging. So yeah, with the legendaries, they had to be done because legendaries are the big aspect of Pokemon. They're the powerful Pokemon that they see, and back in the day, overpowered. I mean, whenever you saw an Articuno or a Moltres or Zapdos, people freaked out in the anime. They were shocked because it was a legendary, but in competitive, you practically don't see them. But in the anime, they make out these Pokemon as being gods. Some of them are, but some legendaries are just normal Pokemon, but they're stronger. But nevertheless, they're legendary for a reason. They boast powers that not many Pokemon have, or they're part of a legend or a lore, which makes them more unique from other Pokemon. So it's just the legendaries are a big topic and a big factor in the Pokemon community, and honestly, they have to be addressed. The same goes for mythical Pokemon, but obviously there's no mythical Pokemon here. But I promise in a future series or two, whenever there's a mythical, I will talk about them. We are really rocking like flies. Wow. Okay, thank you. I'm just a bit worried. But yeah, I really hope you have enjoyed the series this far. I love this series. I just love making it. Every video is fun. No matter if I won or lost, I still enjoyed myself. It was just such a fun project for me, and I'm looking forward to doing more projects, improving on my not my development, editing skills. Because right now I have made the thumbnails and I can edit videos fine. There's other things I want to do to personalize the channel and the videos for certain series, but for this one, it's basically a full screen Dynamax adventure each episode. The thumbnails are different, but yeah, the thumbnails, they're not too complicated. They're just them in the Pokemon camp with a number, in some cases text. So yeah, they're just simple. Some I did, like a while ago I did a video on when everyone got their Mew from the recent event where we get a Terra type Mew. That video was a bit better. It was still a couple of screenshots, but I managed to edit them so that there was a sleepy Mew basically over a Dynamax crystal. Pardon me, crystal formation. I really like that thumbnail. I'm pretty proud of that one. I just think that was nice. I want to make more thumbnails like that and better ones. I want to improve the editing skills onwards. I mean, this is my first series and I've learned so much since the start. If I could redo episode 1, I think I could do it much better. I feel more confident doing this. I feel more like I know what I say, because back at the start of the series I was still coming back to YouTube, so I didn't have a proper intro, outro, you know, stuff like that. So now I feel like this Holucha is in a lot of trouble, as is the rest of us, but I also feel like I've improved in terms of confidence doing these videos. So I love them. I love doing them, and I'd love to do more. So if there's one thing I can say to conclude my review on this series, I'm so happy that I've started it, and I'm looking forward to my next projects in the future. That's pretty much what I've got to say about the series. It's ups and downs like every other series will have, but I'm just really glad I've done this. So at this point I don't care if I got a shiny or not. I'm just really glad I've done a series again. It's just it just feels really good to do this. So yeah, I know I need to stop rambling on. But hey, we've been at this for practically, I think, an hour now. I need to check shortly. But yeah, I'm just hoping that this battle ends soon. Now the Holloch is back. I'm a bit worried now, but hey, I don't want to lose him again. We only did one. We only beat one legendary, and I ran out of razor shells already. Holucha comes back for revenge. A poetic end to the series, actually. Nice one, Holucha. You did us all proud, even though you fainted twice. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. The series is practically done. But the only standing ovation is the final 4 Pokemon. What do we get? I don't know. We're going to find out together. So let's see what we got. Nope. 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 No. Okay, no shinies, but that's okay. But it's okay. But it would be nice to get another one. But hey, it's okay. It's our last episode. I don't want to really complain. I'm still going to save though. But before I go, I want to at least get I want to show off this little fella, or lass rather. The only shiny we got in the series is this Liepard. And it's honestly just, it's really something indeed. I'm glad we got a shiny at long last. I might do a bonus episode where I actually do get another shiny. Might. So instead of finishing on a note where we got no shinies, I kind of feel like we didn't get much shinies. So I might make a small episode. It's not episode 49, and I'm not going to name it episode 48.5 either. That defeats the purpose. It's just going to be hopefully finding another shiny. I don't care what it is. So I might do that just to close off the series with a bit of better news than having one shiny only. So, but over the time we had plenty of other shinies. But look who's a shiny without our mascot. Here we go. Here's Cinderace. It's not exactly the proper mascot, but it's still the mascot nevertheless. It's one half of the mascot, if you will. It's Battle Bond after all. So yeah, here's Cinders. Well, the Cinderace that this is actually my starter Cinderace from my first journey through Galar. So yeah, that's us. Done with the series. Thank you all so much for watching. You have no idea how much this means to me. I am looking forward to our next series being Violet, sorry. Scarlet and Violet. It's going to be Violet, so yeah. I have ideas for videos in the future for that and Scarlet. So, without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching this whole series of the Dynamax Avengers single run series. If you liked it, then please like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel for more content, and there will be more content, I can assure you. Also, check out my Twitter that I post on a regular. It is the same name as this channel, it is Nath Cinderace, and yeah, the link to that is also on the channel. So, from me, from Cinders, and from all the legendaries that beat us and their shiny life card as well, this is Nath Cinderace, and I will see you guys in the next video. See yous.